Hello everyone, and welcome back to a rather cursed episode of the Uesugi campaign. Now I say cursed because this is actually the third time I've tried recording this episode. First time, last night, I thought, right, got it done, ready for tomorrow. Turned out OBS cut off about 5 minutes into the recording, so I had 35 minutes of commentary, 5 minutes of gameplay. So, not ideal, but I thought, okay, we'll leave it till today. Went to start recording, about 5 minutes in again, neighbour's dogs start barking, all four of them. So I thought to carry on through, check the video afterwards, and yep, we could just hear continuous dog barking. Let me try that again. Dog barking in the background, despite me editing the audio. So I thought, okay, I'll wait for them to stop barking. 2.5 hours later. Yes, I didn't realise dogs bark that long, and I've had dogs all my life. So, yeah, it's now, unfortunately, 9:05. The video was supposed to be out an hour ago, and I'm going to have to play through the entire episode again. Oh well, it's just one of those things. You have to play the hand you're dealt with sometimes, you know? So guys, welcome back to Shogun 2. Last episode, we defeated the Uesugi Clan by taking their capital here at Hitachi, and we also got news from the Shogunate, who, let's put it nicely, seems a bit concerned about our military successes, and it's probably shitting its pants right now, thinking that we're going to go after him at some point. Now, how close we are to the actual realm divide? Well, if we click on here, you can see we are very close. Normally the realm divide kicks in about 20 provinces owned if you're playing a long campaign, but that can be influenced by a bunch of different factors. Whether you're friendly with the shogunate or not, by having like a military access or something like that, whether or not you've been very successful in battles, if you've got so many vassals, all things like that can contribute. As you can see here, in fact, conquering provinces influenced by other factors such as your daimyo's honor. So, we are close to the realm divide, and to be honest with you guys, I'm not ready for this. And so what we're going to have to do is start preparing for things. So firstly, we cannot take any more provinces after the ones I will be taking today, because I've taken them already, it worked out fine, we'll do the same thing as I did then. But we also need to do other preparations, so we're going to have to go through our provinces, upgrade the farms as much as we can, because the more food surplus we have, the more we can upgrade the castles, the more happiness we get, the more town growth we get, so it's going to be in our best interest to do that. We're also going to have to build in a few key locations extra roads, or upgrade them I should say, so we can get our armies around more quickly. We need to focus on our recruitment areas, which over here in the south is going to be the province of Sagami, up in the north is Kaga, and here in Kai is our recruitment area for horses and cavalry. So we need to make sure we upgrade those. We need to fortify our border provinces like Suruga and Echizen up to the north. We need to swap out some of the units in my armies for samurai and warrior monks so we have them a bit more tougher. We need to upgrade some of the navies and get at least 2 strong navies at our disposal, and whatever else comes up. So, a couple of things, not too much, but let's get started with them today. So first things first, we are going to go after North Shinano. You can see outside the castle of near Kai, we've got the army that actually took North Shinano, so I'm just going to go ahead and take them. Now we're doing this for 2 main reasons. Firstly, because by taking back North Shinano, we reunite our realm, because we're kind of stuck otherwise. We've got land in the top of Japan and in the bottom, but they're not joined until we take this back. Secondly, now I don't know if this is for certain, but this will give us enough diplomacy points with Takeda in order for me to get peace with them. So what I'm going to do is come onto here, we're going to go down to the Takeda, and you can probably guess I've done all of this before. So we're going to go indefinite for this, we're going to go 2,500 I want from them. I tried to get 3,000 and 2,750, but they weren't willing, but they seemed quite happy with that. We could actually make them a vassal. They're actually really happy to do that. But I don't want to because it will contribute towards the realm divide. And I can't get any hostages from them, unfortunately. So, we're going to take that. Now the other thing we're going to do is have a chat with the Chosukabe. because they're quite far away from us, they actually make good allies. So I'm going to make sure we're good for that, and I'm going to arrange a marriage with their daughter. I don't know which one of my family members isn't married, but they're going to get married now. We can't get any money out of them. I'm not going to ask them to do any of this, so we're just going to propose. And there we go. Another alliance made. Now the only thing left, we could tour to the bed show, but they're not going to like anything. Oh, they actually said they might do.
Like an honest man
Nah.
at the front gate.
I'm just going to leave them. Now, all this leaves now, now we've dealt with the Takeda, is the Hojo and the Date. Now the Date will offer me a peace treaty at some point in the next few turns. The Hojo will not be willing until we can take their capital down here at Kosuke, and that's going to be the other territory we're going to try and nab today. But first, let's go and repair the castle, and we'll have to head back down here because we do have a small army heading towards Musashi. So, what I'm going to do first of all is see if we can sabotage the army. It's only 56% chance, so it's not a guarantee, but if it works, it didn't, damn it, never mind. What I'm going to do then is take the army from Hitachi and march them basically over towards here. What's going to happen then in this case, the first time I tried doing this episode, we managed to sabotage them, so we just moved in and then dealt with them in the following turn. Second time, it failed again, so what we're going to have to do, they're going to march around here, hide somewhere around here, because apparently it's light forest, even though we can't see any trees. So we're just going to have to move the army down here in order to stop them going after Musashi, and then we can deal with them afterwards. So, that's that. Next bit now is spending my money. So what are we going to do first of all? Well, we're going to head to Kai. Oh, actually, I need to do you guys quick. So, I want them to oversee towns, but we haven't got the level yet or the point in secret policeman. So I'm going to go for counter-espionage for both of them. Now, you've already moved, but you can move. So once we've done you, by giving you the same points, I'm going to move this guy down towards Izu, because it is my second wealthiest region. So we'll send you down there. But then Kai is going to get upgraded roads, because it's quite a large province. I would like them to try and move around quickly. I would do the same with North Shinano, but it's already been done, so don't need to worry there. But instead, we can head over towards Kaga. Now, Kaga is one of my major recruitment zones. I would like to, first of all, build an armorer in order to get that going. But this is going to upgrade a stronghold. And do I want the sword school or the Yari drill? We'll go for Yari drill, because we can get Naganatas then. Alright, we also need to head towards Echizen, because I'm going to get rid of the stables. And if we march down towards Kai again, I'm going to get rid of the market. And there's a reason for me doing this, I'll talk about it shortly. Otherwise, I think that is everything. Oh no, I need to do taxes. So, a couple of regions, like Hitachi now, I'm going to have to exempt them from tax temporarily. In fact, we do have enough. I'm going to go and recruit a unit for the garrison here. If we head up then towards Hida, we can tax here, as you can see. We can also tax Kaga, because my monk being here has allowed me to get fairly neutral despite the religious issues. Noto is pretty good, so we can now deal with that. I'm not going to be able to do Echizen or Echu for a little while because of the same issue, so we'll have to just wait for that. And did I? Yeah, I've already ordered that done. Okay, that's everything. These are going to be very quick turns now, because unless things differ majorly, I already know what's going to happen for the most part, so we'll see what does happen. Like I just said, they moved down, they are gone into ambush. If we're lucky, we might be able to spot them. We may not. We'll just have to wait and see what the game tells me in the events. But let's just wait until it's my turn. Okay then, so actually we just got something which is different. Okay, but let me come back to that. First of all, sea trade has been raided. We got a dedicated to trade, which is going to give me plus 10 to town growth for 4 turns. Quite happy there. But we also got news, apparently, of the Black Ship. Don't remember seeing that last time I did this. Not going to rush to buy it because it's going to be a very difficult fight, but you never know. Could come in handy. We did spot the army. Oh, that is good news. Okay, Ninja, go and sabotage him again. Make sure you do a good job this time. I would level him up, but it's not going to do much. Perfect. But now that we've done this, because we give a geisha disguise or a poison tanto. Good for assassination, good for running away. We're going to go for the one that lets him run away. Going to go for saboteur, just because we want to try and misdirect armies, we're going to have to rely on that. But now that we've sabotaged the army, we can march in with my army and kill them. Nice and easy, goodbye. I'm glad that worked this time, because like I said, the first time I tried going after this army, it was much easier. I didn't have to worry about chasing them down this turn. The second time, I wasn't able to spot them this time, so they actually attacked Musashi. So this time round, we can get you guys marching up towards Kasuke. Alright, Ninja stays there, you can move there. We've got 4,000 to spend, so this turn I want to spend it on farms. So if we actually head towards Kaga, here we got very fertile soil, so we're going to upgrade this one. And Echizen happens to have fertile soil. Now the reason, just for those of you that don't know from not playing Shogun 2, each of the farms have got different types of soil. We've got ranges from barren to very fertile. When you upgrade a farm, it doesn't matter what the level quality of the soil is, it will still provide you a certain amount of food. So all it gets in terrace farming will always give you free food, it doesn't matter where you build it on. But it's the amount of wealth you get from farms which is affected by the fertility. So just to give you a quick showcase, right? If you're here, very fertile soil has already given me 2,295, upgrading it will give me 2,601. So it's provided over 300 extra. Compare that to, say, Echu here, right? By going to Echu, it's meager soil, and it's not going to provide that much of a bonus. And in fact, it's not barely giving me any money anyway. So you want to spend the money to upgrade farms in poor areas simply because it does provide food, which is what we kind of want. So we'll let those go. And basically that's really it. End turn. Okay, so what's going to happen now? Exactly. We had a ship come in to attack, blockade the port, and they offer us a peace treaty. They do want me to break my agreements with 2 minor clans. I'm quite happy to do that. Now we could request an alliance, but when I tried doing this before, what ended up happening is in the very same turn, the Date broke the alliance. And I really don't like it when the AI is able to do that, yet I can't without any diplomatic penalties. So it was annoying, but well, it's okay. But this one I'm quite happy with. We'll get the trade, we'll get another daughter to join the family, and hopefully get some more kids popping up soon. But we've got a little way to worry before that happens anyway. Okay, so up here in Sado, my Metsuke is able to be leveled up, so we'll pop on here. Out of these options, I'm going to go for the repression. And for here, we'll just go a point there and a point there. That's you done. Now, I do apologise if I'm going quite quickly when it comes to talking. I do prefer to take my time and actually explain why I'm doing certain choices. But I hope you understand that, considering this is now the 3rd time I'm going to have to do more or less the same choices. And I've already explained it twice. It's, yeah, just going to bug me a little bit if I take as much time as I did before. But, one of those things. So, back down here. Ninja, I'm just going to have you pop up towards Kasuke. Now, it's a bit of a toss-up really between taking to Kasuke or Shimotsuke. Shimotsuke has a temple, or a shrine, which will give extra morale bonuses to warrior monks produced here. Kasuke has a magistrate, which personally is not that as big a deal for me, but it does provide some extra tax money and increases my research rate. Plus, it's a fortress, so this is going to be a really big blow to the Hojo if we take their capital right now. Now, unfortunately, we can't quite make it there this turn, so I'm going to try and hide. This way then, we should be able to march straight in. I want to be able to try and attack the castle straight away without trying to fight the army outside, because if they would just run off inside, it will make things more difficult. So, you can stay there. In fact, we'll get you marching back out this way, I guess. So you can move there. Back in North Shinano now, I want to start moving these guys out. So I'm going to recruit one of you, and then we're going to get everybody moving. I'm not worried about anyone actually declaring war on me anytime soon, I just want them in position to garrison Echizen in case. So we'll give you that. Now, the one thing I wanted to do here in Echizen is, now that we've got the spare slot, is to build encampments. Now, if I actually click on it, the basic building already gives you a good bonus. It makes all your land units 10% cheaper and increases replenishment. But the best ones is the upgraded versions. You got 5 to pick from. Each of them provides certain bonuses on top of this. So, just to, rather than go for all of them, in terms of clicking on them, Armory provides extra armor, Barracks doubles the bonuses, so you get 20% discount and 20% replenishment, Hunt and Lodge increases accuracy, Jiu-Jitsu does melee attack, and Proving Grounds does charge bonus. So these do stack with other buildings. So if I built a Hunt and Lodge here in Echizen, where we have a Fletcher, that's going to give a net bonus of 15 accuracy, which is fantastic for, well, ranged units, as you can imagine. So, we're going to go ahead and get an encampment, and I'm going to go ahead and get the monastery built. It'll take 4 turns, but it means we can recruit bow warrior monks with our foot archery range. So that's what you're going to do. Here, we got 1 more turn until we can upgrade the stronghold, and then when we do that, we can build a garrison there too. Sorry, the encampment there. And we're going to do the same down here eventually with Kai. The only thing is, I'm not too sure yet which bonus I want to provide for them. We could either go for the charge bonus one, which on our Yari cavalry will be quite useful, or we can make them even better in combat by either upgrading their armor or their melee attack. Haven't quite decided yet. We'll make a choice a bit closer to the time. If I've got a bit of time actually, if you guys have any suggestions, what do you think will be best for Yari cavalry, then let me know down in the comments. Like I said, charge bonus will be useful, but having that survivability in combat could also prove useful too. But I suppose and you have to remember as well, the superior war horses we get from there does provide a charge bonus already. So having an even higher charge bonus will be great, but if we go for one of the 2 other options, it doesn't make such a big deal because we already got a bonus to charge in. But yeah, we'll sort that out. And like I said, let me know in the comments what your suggestions are. In the meantime though, we've still got 3,530 to spend. So what I'm going to do first of all is actually head back over towards here. Hitachi has more fertile soil, so we're going to go ahead and build that. And we've got enough now to at least get 1 encampment going, so if I head back up towards Kaga, we'll be able to go ahead and I'll start with building it right away. Still got 2 more turns for the armor. It's going to have to be a tough choice as well what to get for the upgrade for this encampment. If we go all in on armor, we can potentially, if we can upbuild the master armor, increase it to +5 armor for all our units. In fact, this one could be useful for the warrior monks, but I'm planning to use Kaga for samurai rather than warrior monks, so not too concerned about that. But having an extra melee attack will balance the bonuses from the armor smith, or we can go all in on armor and get eventually +5, like I said. So, not too sure as of yet. Alright, you're moving over there in the meantime. Everybody else is fine, I think. I wouldn't mind trying to recruit another ninja if I can. So yeah, let's go recruit you. And we'll start moving you around eventually. One thing I'm a little tempted to try and do in order to improve our relations with the shogunates is to try and negotiate with them maybe a trade agreement or just alliance or something, just so we can try and offset the realm divide mechanic kicking in sooner rather than later. First of all, let's just go over and tax everywhere. We're barely going to get anything from North Shinano, I noticed. Oh no, I was looking at that way, +13 growth, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so we got that. Let me just double check over here in case. So yeah, that's still +3 at the moment, and Echizen is 1. Okay. Still a little way to go then. I could actually try and get a monk recruited. Unfortunately, the monastery's still burnt down, so we can't recruit anything here yet. That's unfortunate. We'll have to wait for the monastery to be finished at Echizen before we can try and do one then. Never mind. Oh, this is a new one. Submerge and Ascension. In spite of their low social status, traders and merchants have gained substantial influence of late as our clan's efforts in the sphere have increased. So we have 2 options. We can either let them prosper, which will give us 25% bonus to trade, as well as +5 for growth. Or we can focus instead on the old ways, which will increase our province wealth and happiness. I honestly don't know which one is the best one. That will give us more media money right away. I mean, but then it's 10%. If we're going by 10% of that, it's only going to increase it by about 400. Whereas having the 5 in markets, just to increase the town growth a bit more. Yeah, we'll go for that. Not that it hasn't really done anything right now. It's okay. Right, let's go after you guys. Alright. Can we please... Oh, come on. You're... Oh. Now, believe it or not, I think I was trying to actually attack the army outside, but obviously they didn't want to do that. So, we're going to take it now, but we're going to take a bunch of casualties in the fight. I think, from what I remember, we actually lose 3 units of Yari Ashigo when we do fight it, but it's something we're going to have to do. But, in the meantime, we're going to take some attrition from the winter. It's not going to be too much, hopefully, so it should be okay. Right, you guys still okay over here? We've got a little way to go for you. How's you looking? You're okay, actually. We can now start taxing you. It's not a lot of money, but it all adds up. And, right, we've got 3,961. So let's go down to Kai. Did we start the encampment? We did not. Let's go ahead and start that up. Right. And then we've got enough in order to upgrade at least a couple more farms. Now, admittedly... Or better yet, no, let's upgrade that to a Naginata school. That way now we can get our hands on superior Naginata troops, which is really good for defense. Definitely still need to repair that at some point. Alright, but if we hit this now, we're actually going to finish our current research into tax reforms. Going to give us a bit of a bonus for money, and then I'm going to have to switch over then to probably Way of the Sword, because at the moment we can't build our own Nodachi schools. We can only increase, get them by taking others. So that would be useful. But then as you saw just then during the Hojo's turn, the armies outside of the castle have now marched in. We are going to lose a couple of men, but it's okay, we'll manage. Okay, so during the end turn phase, we unfortunately now lost the Takeda because of the Oda. We finished our tax reform, giving us a fair bit of extra cash now to spend. And luckily, it's taken that into account for the income we've got this turn, so that's really helped us out. Okay, let's switch over our Mastery of the Arts now to go for Way of the Sword. I mean, we could always go for one of the others, but I think we're okay. We'll take that. So, what do we want to do? Well, Kaga, I definitely think we need to upgrade to a Fortress. We could actually go for a Master Armor as well, but by going for this, we can get our hands on a Sword School, which is why I kind of want to do it. So, sure, we'll get that set up now. You then can get our hands on a Hunting Lodge to provide us that bonus. Let the Warrior Monks then that finish, and then we can start recruiting Warrior Monks for the garrison here. You guys are going to hide here. In fact, we'll put you right up there. And that's used up a fair bit of our money, but that's okay. Right. You're still busy doing that. Let's go at my ninja now. I'm going to try and get them to head over towards Kyoto. If we can secure some sort of agreement with them, that will be nice, because then it will give us, less hassle to worry about. And then as for you... actually, pull back a minute. Let's get you, because you're actually really good at going after some... Or not. Sure, go and try and do it anyway. Worst that happens, he dies. Actually, we can watch a little video clip and find out. Here he goes. Sneaky, sneaky. I do like the video clips. They are really cool. But it does look like we are successful. I'm happy with that. Okay. So now that we've managed to open the gates, it should make things a little easier for us now to come in and attack. Not as good as I would have thought, but let's give it a go. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's a lot more casualties than it happened in the past. We lost one of my Yari cavalry units too. Jesus. Okay, peacefully occupy it. Best I can do right now. We'll secure that. We now got 6,000 coming in. I'm just going to have to try and recruit some more units, aren't I? Okay, so let's grab you, get you outside the settlement temporarily. And, okay, we haven't actually got any money, so let's leave that actually. Okay. We'll let the castle repair. We've got another turn to get through. I still can't believe we took that many casualties. I mean, maybe... The fact that we took more than I did when I remember trying to auto-resolve it the last time I tried this episode, and that was with the gates closed. Anyway. Right, what can we get here? Bokaboyo trade ships. Well, luckily for me, my ninja wasn't apprehended by an enemy Mitsuke. We've got mountain west in Echu now. Why is that? I have no idea, actually. Okay, well, we're going to have to not tax them anymore. Annoying, but, you know. Anyway, we now got 6,289 to spend. So, what we're going to spend it on? Well, if we head back to Kaga minutes, we need to pick for one of these. Personally, I think it could be a good idea for us to increase the armor. Get it so we got that +4. Otherwise, the other option is to go for the melee attack and just provide... Actually, let's go for that. Just because I'm thinking that way then the troops just get a nice little bonus all round for both attack and defense rather than just focusing purely on defense. So we can go for that for you. You've got 3 more turns for that. Okay, Echu... I'm going to get rid of that actually, because we don't really need it. Getting a market there would be much better, I think. And what do we have here? Yeah, we need more surplus of food. In fact, we can upgrade some of the things. So we'll grab that for here. We'll grab... Oh, I need to repair this. There's a ton of money, but we're going to go ahead and spend it anyway. And one thing we could start doing is building up the navy a bit. We've got all these medium boons, as well as the Bokaboyas. But if I pop on here... Get some trade ships. Let's get a couple, at least, say, 3 more of those. And then what else is there left? Let's get you to head over here a minute just to spy out things over there. Right. They've got 2 units here. Hopefully the garrisons here should be enough to deal with those. I say hopefully, because, well, you never know. Let's actually recruit a unit of you just in case. Right. Oh yeah, my other agent. Where is he gone to? Ninja? Hang on, where is he? Ah, here you are. Oh, I just went right past him without even noticing. Yeah, so you're continuing your journey towards Kyoto. It's going to take a few more turns, but allow me to spy out what's happening with the Oda as well. Oh, the Hatsukayama have got territory here now. Let me just double check something quick. Ah, right, you're still at war with the Oda, so that's going to keep things nice and easy for us. And just to showcase, look at that. so close to the realm divide kicking in. That's why I'm trying to avoid doing any more fights than necessary, because if we win any more, it could be enough to tip it over the edge, and I'd rather continue building things up a bit. So, in the meantime, let's just hit in turn once more. So we had the attack by that tiny little army at Shimosa rather than Musashi like I thought it would. Well, it says we can auto-resolve it. I'm going to take the risk and try it. Okay, that worked. We still got a few survivors. But if necessary, we can easily go and chase them back down again. So one unfortunate thing during the end turn phase is my ninja end up getting tried and executed. Unfortunate. Because of the merchant session, well, I got -2 happiness. Crap, that might actually cause some problems. Let me check the finances. Yeah. So a bunch of places now I'm going to have to stop taxing them because of this. Right. North Shinano. Yeah, you got -2 because of that. And let's go up to Noto. -1 from you. Right. At least that's all sorted out more or less for now. Noto, actually, I'm going to get rid of your Naginata school because we don't need it. Let's have a quick look then. Here is all fine and good. You've now finished off your monastery, so we can get our hands on the said warrior monks with bows. 2 more turns though I want in order to improve the accuracy a little more. And otherwise I think we're looking pretty okay across the board. I said, did I start upgrading Kaga yet? I did, okay. I mean, we could spend a ton of money on just getting the Master Armorer as well. We'll leave that for the moment, actually. Let's go ahead though instead, because there's a couple of places like here. Let's just go ahead and get a market built there. Market can come here as well, and we can do that in the following turn. I don't know if you can hear the dogs barking in the background already, but they've started. Hopefully, you guys will hear that. Okay, Archery Dojo, do we need it really? Not really. Right. Not so much worried about the Naginatas there. What we'll do here, in Sagami, because we've got the Nodachi and the Yari Drill Yard, I'm going to just double check that one. Right. We'll upgrade the Naginatas, and then what we're going to do is upgrade to a fortress. This way then we can get that extra building slot for an encampment. Probably go either all in on melee attack or do the same what we've done further up at, whatchamacallit, Kaga, where we're going for the nice little bonus in general. So +2 melee attack, +3, +2 armor at the moment, and do the same thing down there. But I think that's everything we need to do today. Okay then, port blockaded by the Hojo, unfortunate. But what I'm going to try and do now is see if they're willing to negotiate peace with me. Still unacceptable, eh? It was worth a try, but obviously didn't get anywhere. Let's move you guys over here now. And any second, clan encountered. There we go. So, let's have a chat with the Ashikage Shogunate. They are unfriendly with us. Unacceptable.
Weapons that need polishing.
Hantano.
Speak quickly, so that I may be about
Tell you what, I'll offer you 1,000. Just see if that helps at all. It's not going to do a lot, but you never know, you never know. Right, let's move you down towards Sao Shinano. You can spy things out for me. Otherwise, with the 4,000 we've got left, I said about upgrading Kaga, which... Oh no, it wasn't Kaga. Where was it? Oh yeah, down south, sorry. Getting myself all mixed up and thrown around the place. Let's upgrade the fortress here. So that's done. Master Weaponsmith, +4 melee attack. Oh, those are really good bonuses in that case. Right, well anyway, we got the 1,000, so we'll leave that. Did I build the encampment? No, I asked you guys what to do about the one here. So yeah, +5 charge bonus, and the horse breeders gives us +3. So combine the two, that will give us +8. Ooh, that could be nice. Anyway. Alright, how many more turns do we have of this? 3 more seasons, and then we can start taxing paces once again. Okay, we managed to continue our ships being built, slowly but surely. It would be a good idea, I think, once we finish the Way of the Sword, to work on Way of the Sea. In fact, I might actually start working down on that, just because it will eventually unlock the Heavy Boon. Powder Makers, we can always go for Mangonels. Keep going for Mastery of the Waves for all those bonuses, but Cannon Boons, Nihomarus, all sorts. Oh! Namban traders have finally arrived. Namban traders arrived at one of our ports, seeking permission to establish a trading post. Blah blah blah, we run the risk of introducing undesirable influences, such as Christianity. We could go for the Matchlock Ashigarus. That would be really useful going up against samurai, to be able to shoot them with armor-piercing shots. I don't particularly feel the need, though, for us to go for Christianity in this playthrough. But then we are playing as the Uesugi, who happen to rely quite a lot on warrior monks. Going for this might actually not be... Nah, we'll decline the trade. I know it could be worthwhile to get the trade with the foreign powers, but we are the Uesugi. We're going to be focusing on our warrior monks and our faith, not on, these blasphemous, stuff coming in from foreign traders. Weaker clans may follow them, but we're not going to. But what we are going to do, though, is end things here for today. So, thank you for watching today's episode. I know it wasn't the most fun-packed episode with battles and that, but it's a necessary thing we need to do in order to prepare things for the Realm Divide. Now, the way it's looking down here in the south, with the Hojo army making its way towards either Shimosa or Musashi, it may kick in sooner than I expected. We need to deal with this army for definite, but that could be the trigger that's going to cause it to happen. I hope it doesn't, but we'll just have to wait and see. But like I said, I would like you to let me know what we should go for here. I'm personally thinking Proving Grounds, but if you've got any other suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you join me next time. But until then, guys, take care, and goodbye for now.